Welcome, everybody, to the second episode of Vinyl. This is the podcast where I, Troy Loxton, sit next to one of my best friends, actually, as I look at him with a tenderly glare. A tender
You're gonna
glare.
cry again?
No. I only fucking cried at Toy Story 3. Everyone cries at that movie. Fuck off.
I don't cry at that movie.
I cry at that movie because it's fucking sad.
How old are you?
I'm old enough to cry.
You're 20.
I'm old enough to cry.
At a kid's movie.
Man, it's not okay. Anyway, this is the podcast that we the first episode we took a spotlight on Tech 9. So, pretty much what we wanted to do is each episode talk about an artist that I don't really know much about, or that Austin doesn't know much about, and we'll talk about him, learn, listen to his music, review any kind of new albums that have come out. But yeah, with that being said, this week's episode of Vinyl seeks to delve into the serious aspects of rap. And with that being said, our chosen artist has the odds stacked against him every time he opens his mouth. Never minimalizing the issues or being swayed by corporate interests, he keeps his voice loud, proud, and always... Fuck, you write really...
Garbage. Fuck you. You just can't read properly.
No, this is... Okay.
Remember the conversation we had earlier? Books
yeah.
help with that.
Yeah, well, okay, so... so what is you put? Always telling it how it is. This week we covered the one and only Immortal Technique. I did it, so that's something.
Very barely.
I got pretty close.
You missaid minimizing.
Minimizing. Okay, so yeah, Immortal Technique. This is an artist that I can't say you introduced him to me a long time ago. And I don't know. I've never really grasped onto him as much as you had. I didn't listen to him as much as you did, so I'm not as familiar. But I know as with this episode, I was listening to a bunch of it, so now I'm kind of familiar with a lot of his work. So I don't know. What do you like? What are some of your initial thoughts? Like, tell me your history with Immortal Technique.
Like my initial thoughts.
Yeah, like okay, it's your turn to speak. Here's the baton. Go.
Why was the baton the object of that?
Because that's just what you pat. No, okay,
anyways, I don't know. I liked him mostly because it fit a lot of the stuff that I learned growing up.
Okay.
I wasn't very... My dad was an odd fellow. He read political books to me when I was little to make me go to sleep. So
that's awesome, though.
But I used to listen to him in the car with my dad. And
is this like age 4, age 7, 12?
In 8 or 9 when I could
okay.
understand the lyrics.
Yeah.
And yes, at 9 years old, I actually could understand it for the most part.
Well, you are. Have you ever seen that movie Super Genius or Baby Geniuses?
No,
that was you.
I'm not a fucking genius at all.
Well, okay. Anyway,
that's excessively trying to kiss my ass right there.
No, I don't know. Like I said, he's very political. He's very in your face. And I mean, it's good. He is a very good artist, and like I was telling you earlier, I think he is. And I would consider him one of the best rappers of all time, just because his message, he's that guy that always picks out the bullshit, and I like that about him.
Yeah, it's a lot of educated thought behind what comes out of his mouth, dude. It came out like he's read quite a lot of heavier political theory and a lot of his influences were like Che Guevara, and just really associating what he's saying to like a very socialist heavy view in rap.
Well, yeah, and like, okay, so what did you write here next? Because I'm not gonna bullshit.
Just read it, you fucker.
Well, yeah, just give me a second. Okay, his real name, of course, is what's his name? I'll quiz you.
You're the one with the fucking computer. I don't know. I didn't write this. You did.
His real name, of course, is Felipe Andres Coronel. Felipe Andres Coronel. I don't know how to pronounce it. But he is more well known by, as we said, his stage name, Immortal Technique. He's an independent American hip-hop artist and an activist focusing on controversial issues in global politics. And a lot of his songs discuss politics, socialism, class struggle, poverty, and, the list goes on.
Yeah.
I think that's important. I think it's very
You know,
important.
I'm actually we're on the topic now of the class struggle. I'm very curious about your opinion of it.
Okay, like I was saying
where do
earlier.
you
No,
fall? Like, what are your political views?
this is not a
No, but the artist itself is political heavy,
Yeah.
and it's discussing
Okay,
theories
fine,
that
that works.
I'm curious if you associate with.
Okay, so what's the question then? So what are you asking? What do I think on what?
Where do you stand politically? What
That's a huge question.
No, I mean party wise. Do you lean more right? You lean more left? Conservative, liberal.
When I did the test in school, I was a libertarian. Yeah, libertarian or libertarian. Is there what's that one?
It's libertarian.
Yeah, so that's what I got on the list
I think.
or on the quizzes that I did, and I did a couple.
Mm.
So if that tells you, I don't know.
So you're more like.
But it's not like that. I'm not. I
others.
don't say that I'm a political party. I'm more of just like I have my opinions and thoughts on things.
It's not associated with a political party. More or less having set views.
But
The parties are just there to closely relate which one I can
But the
fucking
problem
judge
is
you
a
on.
lot of my point of views go through different parties.
That's fine. Most people do.
So like for me, it's just like I'm not like that's what I got on the fucking quiz online. But I don't. I don't know. Anyway, like in regards to what he's talking about with class struggle and poverty and stuff, I agree with a lot of the stuff he says. I do. Like, he's right. He's the one that calls out the bullshit. He knows what's going on. Because a lot of people in society with technology and shit, everyone's so blind by what's actually going on in the world.
But do you understand what he's saying?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, if you want to bring up some of his lyrics.
Well, you got the fucking phone that works quicker than mine, so go nuts, amigo.
But no, like, I don't know, why don't you go into that? So what are some of your political beliefs and views?
Oh, I don't discuss that in public
You
or
don't?
when I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
That's a little too private, Troy.
Okay, well,
I don't appreciate you prying into my fucking personal life.
Just
Just
man.
because you answered it doesn't mean I'm okay with it.
So, lyrics.
Really? You burp into the fucking microphone?
Just to pick it up on the sound, the bass.
Yeah, the bass
what song?
of your
What song
fucking
should
belch.
listen? What song should I read the lyrics to and understand? You're gonna pick some like philosophical, hard lyric,
trying to think.
multi-syllable rap verse.
Actually,
Okay, well that was fun.
no, fuck off. Give me 1 second. I know. I have to look at the songs.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with.
No, shut up.
I'm gonna pick one. Fuck you.
No,
You're taking
fuck,
too long.
I'm not taking.
I
too
picked
long.
one, so this is the one I was gonna
No,
mention anyway.
No, you
Um,
faggot.
nope,
No,
no.
no,
no.
no.
The
I
bling
didn't mean
bling
that. I didn't
arrow
mean
was
that.
cute, but it's about to be done. I'll leave you full of clips like the moon blocking the sun. My metaphors are dirty like herpes, but harder to catch. Like like an escape tunnel in prison. I started from scratch. Motherfucker, I like this verse. This is from
I don't like you
Industrial.
saying it.
Well, that's fine. I'm not Immortal Technique.
You get weirdly into it. It's weird.
It's fun. Industrial Revolution. This is one of my favorite songs. There's something he says in here where I'm trying to look for it.
I'd like you to do freedom of speech.
Stick in your thoughts. No one's good at me. They just got better marketing schemes. Yeah, man. I get it. Like his lyrics, like how it's not hard to understand. He just likes to use a lot of bigger words. Like when you use words like oh my god, I cannot fucking speak. Administration and like when you're saying government, he's revolution. A lot of his shit is just like bigger words, so it makes him sound smarter. Intoxicated, compassion.
You can't just use the words by themselves, though. You have to understand what he is saying.
For example,
doesn't make him.
So if your message ain't shit, fuck the records you sold. Because if you go platinum, it's nothing to do with luck. It means that 1 million people are stupid as fuck. That's an awesome. That's incredible right there.
Yeah.
Like that's just saying modern day music is for the dumb masses, sheep of the world, and I think that's a incredible.
He explains mumble rap.
Oh, easily.
Because I don't get most of these people. Every time I go through Instagram, I constantly see that like more and more of them are either getting arrested or shot
or they kill themselves.
I'm just like, wow, this is gonna kill itself.
One of my other
fairly
favorite
quickly.
lines here on that verse is, Revolutionary Volume 2, murder the critics and leave your fucking body rotten for the roaches and crickets. I think that's awesome. And then throughout the rest of the song, if you listen closely, he actually has crickets playing throughout the rest of the song, and that's genius.
Yeah. Very smart with how he does it.
Okay, so what was the song you said?
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. Whoa. Okay.
Something you use quite a bit that you maybe shouldn't.
Dude,
Some of the shit that comes out of your mouth is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What?
Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, Pinocchio. I got no strings to hold me. Do you want me to tell you what that means? Because I'm not. Step into the club smoothly with an L in my hand.
What's an L?
An L in my hand. Jeez. An L. Shit. With an L in my hand. Is he talking like a cigar?
No.
Like a blunt?
No.
Then I don't know.
It's talking about a woman.
No, you're wrong. Because on Genius it says it's a cigar or blunt.
Oh. When he says it, it sounds like L. I thought it was
Step
woman.
into the club smoothly with the L in my hand. Yeah, I see it though. I see what you're saying. I get it. Bitches know that I'm a freak like an Elephant Man. That's an awesome line. Yeah. Elephant Man's a great movie. I loved. Who was in that?
I'm not sure. I never saw it.
I want to say Anthony Hopkins. But yeah, that's a good movie. Intelligent plans. Fuck a record deal. I want development land with my benevolent clan. Don't know what that is. Development land, I get. That's probably like referencing
it's
like selling land and shit, right?
Benevolent. You know what benevolent
I do not. What is that? I'm going to look it up right here. His family?
Yeah.
Got it. Whoa, Bill. Okay. What's the next? And the reason that and that's the reason that I only trust my fam. 40,000 records sold, 400 grand. That's pretty good. That's good profits. Fuck a middleman. I won't pay anyone else. I'll bootleg it and sell it on the streets myself. That's an amazing line. Considering he doesn't want to go through record deals and shit, it's like distribute his music. He'd rather just.
It's like drug dealing. You cut out the middleman, make more all the profits.
Yeah.
Basically. That's why he's one of the biggest names in underground hip hop.
I'd rather be that than signed and stuck on a shelf. And because of this, executives try and diss me. Racism frozen in time like Walt Disney. That's awesome because everyone knows Disney is a racist company. Or it was with Walt. But I also like when he mentions I'd rather be signed or I'd rather that being signed than stuck on a shelf. And I think that plays into what we said last week with Strange Music.
Yeah.
When we said, I'm like, where's all these other artists' albums? A lot of these guys just get put on that shelf. This is our artist. And then, you know, when the time comes for them to put out that album, they will. But a lot of the times you're just fucking around doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I like that line. That's a good line. And now that they say they want to get me signed to the majors, if I switch up my politics and change my behavior. So they're like, be more for the, you know, dumb people,
do
the
what
masses.
we say.
Yeah.
Basically.
Try to tell me what to rhyme about over the beat, but I repeat that nobody can hold my reins. I put the truth on tracks. N-word, simple and plain. So, you know, like it's good.
Why'd you like say it by accident?
I guess to America I'm a disaster, a slave that was destined to own his masters, independent in every single sense of the word. I say what I want, you fucking little sensitive herb. I mean, that's not that great though. Like he's calling him a herb. That's not. I mean, like I would never be insulted by someone saying, "You little herb." Oh, you fucking little sensitive herb.
You realize how much stupid shit we call people when we get angry, though?
That's true. That's
like,
a very good point.
We're the worst people that fucking
This
have
is America.
comebacks or some shit.
I thought we had freedom of speech, but now you want to try to control the way that I speak. And
Are you trying to rap like this because you want to get a little...
This is what goes in my mind when I hear him. I just rap like I'm like Immortal Technique's always like... Full of hatred, pressing a button, trying to eject me. I ain't got motherfucking deal with Pepsi. He's so like, I got a stick in my
Troy is secretly using this to show people his rapping styles.
No, I'm not. It's fun. It's hip hop.
Watch him
That's
drop his
why I talk
watch
about
him
music.
drop his next album's release date at the end of this podcast.
It's not going to be at this one. It'll probably be down the line.
It's gonna be this one.
No, it's going to probably be on the Monday show because that's more successful than this show.
Yeah, well, you know, those
This is
14
only
people will know
episode
about what's
2.
coming out.
Hey, motherfucker, it's the second episode. But no, Mortal Technique's lyrics are great. That's what we've proven. He has very, very good metaphors. So, like, all the lyrical shit, I think, is in there.
And Troy can do it.
Thank you. He claims all profits from his music, never having to compromise for others. So what the fuck did you write?
Did I fuck up? I was.
Okay. He claims all profits from his music, never having to compromise for others, so his message is not construed. He is Peruvian and was in the military
What the
hospital
fuck?
of Lima. He and his family immigrated to Harlem, New York in 1980, and he had a troubled youth in which he delved into childish behavior, his own words, which eventually led to his arrest and incarceration for a year. I guess he assaulted someone.
Yeah.
While enrolled in, he was going to Pennsylvania State University. But while he was incarcerated, he studied the works of Marxism, Che, Malcolm X, and many other political works as a way to expand and broaden himself, which helped him find his voice in rap. Unable to support himself, on a minimum wage, he began selling his music on the streets of New York and battling any MC that came his way, and that's when we get into talking about battle rap. I never really listened to a lot of his battle rap stuff, but I love battle
It's a lot.
rap.
I haven't been able to find a whole lot of it.
Well, no, I think a lot of it was just literally in the back alley
Well,
in
it was
Harlem.
well, he's not too old, but back then it was when he was first getting out, so it probably didn't have like the internet to film everything and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I like battle rap. KOTD I used to watch a lot.
yeah,
Because they have great battle rap stuff here in Canada.
yeah. Anyways, he fucking killed it though. So
But it's just like Recognize, right?
yeah,
But he was more into the MTV shit, right?
Recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on that one.
Okay, so now we'll kind of go into his, I guess he has an activist movement. So he visits prisons to speak to the youth and works with immigrant rights activists as well as raising money for children's hospitals overseas. He's accredited with creating and writing grant programs for high school students. That's awesome.
Yeah.
In 2008 of June, he partnered with Omid International, a non-profit human rights organization, and dubbed it the Green Light Project, using profits from his album The Third World to build an orphanage which currently houses 20 kids. That's amazing.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too.
That is really awesome. Because fucking Jay-Z and Kanye West aren't doing that.
They might be, but they haven't.
They might, no. That's what it's wrong. They just adopt those kids. They don't help them down there.
Oh fuck! If by any chance Jay-Z ever heard this, he'd make a diss track about it, and some little faggot
my
talking
God.
about me or something. It's just,
I don't even care. That's what I mean. If anyone disses me, I just find it a privilege to have someone else mention me in a song. Are you kidding me? Even if it's like dissing
the
my
most-
character.
like forced depression type shit you want him
Dude,
to hear. Like slit your throat and fucking
Yeah,
like
all
hang
of
your
that shit, man. If Eminem dissed me, I would cry. I would be so happy. Be like, that guy dissed me. He's dissed so many other cool people. I don't know. I think it's cool. He has 4. Mortal Technique has 4 major albums. He released Revolutionary Volume 1 and 2, The Third World, and The Martyr, as well as one album that has yet to be released, which I think will come out this year, which is called The Middle Passage, which is cool. And that's going to follow up Volume 2. All of which are harsh and brutally honest lyrics that would be considered one of the most unique takes on hip-hop we've seen in the last 30 years, and I think we've touched on that.
Yeah.
We've talked about, I think that's, and as I mentioned to you, I think he was one of those first rappers to talk about this stuff and be honest about what's going on in society. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. What's your take on that, like, with this?
First off, I would never want to touch your microphone because it probably just has the most fucking ghastly shit all over it.
Well, the one you're holding has been in my ass, so
I highly doubt that. That's not an efficient way to use your product. If so, I'm curious what the fuck you were filming.
you don't want to know.
Or fucking recording, not filming. Jesus.
Oh, we were filming.
That was weird. I don't believe you at all either, so.
Well, that's fine because I didn't do it.
You what?
I didn't do it, obviously.
Okay, I was just.
I don't-
I think you said
no.
you did. I was gonna reach across this table and kick the shit out of you.
He's worked with Brother Ali, Chuck D, Diabolic, Mos Def. He had that song with Eminem too, right? Vinnie Paz.
I think it was Eminem. I'm not sure if he. Was
I heard it. It's that Bin Laden song.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real or not, but if it is, that's cool.
It is. He did do it.
But no, a lot of people online and YouTube like make those. They take unknown verses
Yeah.
from rappers and they just put them in new songs and promote it so they get views.
Yeah. Well,
So-
still, I've heard his Bin Laden song.
Mhm. That's good.
There's a couple other variations that were done. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, so let's talk about some of his songs. I know we read some of the lyrics, but no, off the top of your head, what are some of the ones that
Freedom of Speech was the first one I always go to.
That's a good one, yeah.
I like that one a lot.
But like that's not even his most popular. His most popular is what's it
Dance
called?
with the Devil.
Is it? Is that one?
That's probably the one song most.
No,
people think-
no. It's this one.
No, it's not.
Easily.
Pause it.
This is
No,
easily-
it's not.
it's easily
actually
Point
not.
of No
It's
Return.
Actually not. It is Dance with the Devil. That is his most mainstream independent song. Found out a lot because when I asked people how they found, it's this one.
Oops. Okay. Well, I heard, that's the first song I heard was Point of No Return. That's the one I thought was his biggest.
Just
Why?
because you got to keep in mind that Dance with the Devil's from Volume 1. That's before.
Oh,
Point of No
okay,
Return.
sure. Okay.
So, Volume 2 was like immensely more popular. Than
Oh, that's
the
what you
first
wrote here.
album.
So you wrote "Dance with the Devil" is the first song you wanted to discuss
Mm.
from Revolutionary Volume 1. So what do you like about that song?
It's a ghetto lullaby, basically.
That's cool.
No, it literally it's just like a ghetto story, basically, because it's talking about a kid who goes from selling weed, gets locked up, rats on his friends, has to get his respect back. So he's selling drugs again, and then he moves up to, I think, crack. Well, he sells crack, and then I think he's trying to get up to cocaine, and he was meeting up with
Okay,
people.
what's the difference between crack and cocaine?
Crack is more refined than cocaine.
Okay, cool.
It's cut
I
down
didn't know.
even
I
more.
thought it was all the same shit.
Well, crack is kind of different. It is different, but I don't know the whole process.
The keef to the weed, kind of. It's just more powerful of what that stuff is.
Yes and no. I'm not sure. I have to have a book in front of me real quick to check. I'm not.
Either way,
too
that was
up on
I
my
was just
crack
curious.
talk.
You mentioned this. I was curious, but no.
But anyways, he's trying to sell coke. He meets up with these guys, and they want him to prove himself to be a part of the gang, because anybody can shoot a gun, anybody can sell drugs. It takes a real bad person to fucking watch someone die and actually not care.
It's true.
So
True.
they ended up kidnapping this woman, and it's like a brutal telling of them kicking the shit out of her and fucking.
Ooh.
Then they raped her, and
Fun.
then
For the whole age, for every age.
her head was bagged though. So she.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but what happens is the guy trying to get
Fuck.
into the gang kneels down, takes the bag off the woman, finds out that it was his own mother.
Oh,
So he jumps off the building and he
Oh.
kills himself, and then
Yeah, well.
they shoot the woman.
makes sense.
So it's
Ooh.
kind of like that is some
Oh,
fucked.
that's a cool love story though. That's
no,
well,
it's
you know,
not.
but like pew, dead. Pew.
It's his mom.
Yeah, but you know, like as a story, if that was a movie or a short film or something,
No,
or as
not
a
at all.
song,
That was
I think
fucked
it's
up.
a good concept. Like it's cool. It's like, oh my god, wow.
How did you get love out of that? That was the most. If you listen, to how
Imagine that boy's feeling when he saw that it was his mom.
he jumped off the fucking building.
Exactly.
That's not a love story.
That's like Romeo and Juliet.
Because he was treating her like shit throughout most of the story.
Whatever.
But like
The second song is "The Point of No Return," the one I
you
mentioned.
played. Yeah, and you.
I
Can
love
talk
that song.
Why?
He sounds mean. I listen to that song when I'm angry. I don't think I've ever read the lyrics.
No,
No.
you should bring him up.
At the point of no return, I'm in London.
That's
Fucking
not
Immortal
even the
Technique.
style.
It is, man. He's the same shit all the time.
Same shit. You keep saying you like it, but then you criticize.
It's good. No, it's good. It's like what's a good example? 50 Cent. 50
50
Cent.
Cent sucks cock.
No, but I have the same feeling to him. Like I like his stuff. I think he's a good artist. He's proven. I think he's a great artist. But I don't like listening to him all the time.
Nah,
he's
he
every
sucks.
song, everything he raps about is always about the same thing.
Yeah, he sucks.
Nothing like Immortal Technique, obviously, but I just think that Immortal Technique is just he's just angry. Like someone give that guy a motherfucking hug. Honestly, like just he needs to chill.
You can't discuss topics like he discusses like in a positive mindset.
That is also correct. So
Sometimes you gotta throw it in people's faces with the reality of it.
But does every single one of your songs on every single one of your albums have to be that?
It isn't. If you
It
actually
is.
listen, there's a different sound with each of them. He's telling a
It's
different story.
No, that's fine. It's a different sound.
If
but
you're talking about the messages,
topics is all the same throughout every song.
it's actually everyday topics and shit, real
It
world
doesn't
problems.
have to be. He can. Why doesn't he make one song about going to the store and getting a sandwich?
Because that.
No,
why would you want to fucking listen to that? Why is that your standard?
You're telling
of
me
rap
if
music?
Eminem made a song like that, you wouldn't listen to it? That'd be hilarious.
No, I wouldn't, because
It'd
I
be
wonder
funny.
why fuck he made a song about getting a sandwich.
You'd listen to it. Though.
That is not worth my time. I'm not gonna listen when he had to decide between turkey or egg salad. I don't need to get it.
Oh shit, that's funny. I think that'd be funny.
What did he get some M&Ms for it as well? Like fuck.
That's when he's at the till. Yeah.
Like, that's stupid.
Just like the Spanish exterminating Taínos. Taínos? Is that what it is? Taínos? Raping the black and Indian women, creating Latinos. That's a cool line. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's factual.
Yeah, it's historically accurate.
Motherfuckers made me out to be self-righteous hatred, and now you got yourself a virus stuck in the matrix. See, I like a lot of these lines. I'm not saying that he's a bad dude, but like even this concrete jungle, guerrilla war out in the streets, Nat Turner with the sickle, pitchfork, and machete. A lot of this stuff's just so like, like hard hitting, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's cool. Every line he raps is a right hook, and it's like a Mike Tyson in his prime.
Kind of
right
like
hook.
a boxing kind of.
Like it's just
Yeah.
like Malcolm Little when he
I don't know where I
knelt
was
before
going with that.
Elijah Muhammad, the comet that killed the dinosaurs, changing the earth. They love to criticize. They always say I change for the worse, like prescription pills when you misusing them, like the Templar Knights when they took Jerusalem. Like, come on, like who thinks of that shit, man?
He does.
How could the serpent be purposely put in charge of this country? Genetic engineered sickness spread amongst me. My people are so hungry that they attack without reason, like the fucking dog ripping out the hand that feeds them. Immortal technique is treason to the Patriot Act, so come get me, motherfucker, because I'm not coming back. Except for when he does every other song.
You have to take it so literal.
But
yeah.
Point of No Return. It's a good song, man. It's good. The next one you want to talk about, and we kind of mentioned it, so we could probably just fly over this one, was Freedom of Speech. Now, this is the one we talked about earlier, so I don't know if there was anything else you wanted to add.
Not really. No, we covered it.
This song, Rebel Arms, The Third World. What about this song? Why did you choose it? Is it the best one on that album?
It's a good one. I just like the intro, how they kicked it off. It's very smooth. Yeah, fuck, I forgot what it was.
I'm just going to look up the lyrics. Yeah, Rebel Arms. This is on The Third World. This is one of the albums I've listened to like once. I don't know a lot of it. Okay. It's all bullshit. Oh no, that's Words of the Vern. Yeah. The game is polluted with rappers that are really snitches, and most DJs are nothing but industry bitches. We don't got no mansion or riches, but we got guns and knives that your but we got guns and knives and your children's pictures, and everybody loses in war, but you lose more. What you think that what you think we brought back the Panthers and the Zulu for? A mortal witch doctor made himself a voodoo doll, and every motherfucker that frontin' that I can recall. Yeah, this is good, man. So this is like the Baltimore slum during the resurgence of crack, brown and black, like the AK I kept in the strap. Like, that's hard. Like, that's gangsta rap shit. It's good.
And extremely factual. I like that too. It's just like he's always referencing something.
Kool-Aid in the veins. They're lawyers trying to sue me. You sell crack and rap. Did a skid bid. Multiple baby mamas take care of your kids. Guillotine rap. Shackles on your neck. Chemical warfare where punchlines connect. The circle play the snipers with immortal tech. They called the block governor to drag him out to the set.
Yes.
Dang. Yeah, man. Rebel Arms. This song is dope. Like, that's the thing. He's very much like a gangster rapper, like we've been saying.
Not really gangster rap. I'd say political rap.
Well, his flow though, like his like, dun, 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 dun. Like it's very hard.
Yeah. Well, both of them are extremely similar. They're just talking about harsh realities.
Well, they're just talking about their realities.
True.
The next song is Rich Man's World from The Martyr. I spend my day pair in America overseas, pension for the workers.
Is this what we're doing with the songs now? Is you're gonna be rapping them?
I'm just reading the lyrics, man.
You're not reading. You're rhyming them
because it makes more sense.
Listen, the reason I picked this song is because when he actually does the intro, he's going fairly fast.
Does he?
For someone who likes fast rap like yourself, that was more for you.
Okay, well, what song is this? Rich Man's World from what album?
But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm falling asleep listening to you do the raps.
Okay, well, then let's just move on.
You sound like a white guy doing Jamaican accents.
Well,
like
dude,
it's just...
I'm just fucking... It's just reading it. I can't
What's
help
on
myself.
your shirt?
It's all the Nickelodeon characters.
Why are you getting so butthurt?
I get a job in a house and a bank account. When I'm out, I doubt that's something you can say.
Oh, my God.
Okay. No, I'm just...
Migraine.
Okay, we can move on. His lyrics are great. That's what we've mentioned.
Very lyric heavy, very interesting in terms of like, I don't know, uniqueness, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of blanking on the subject because I have nothing more to say. Like, he's a great artist. I can't listen to him all the time because he's just the same shit all the time. I like diversity. You know, we talked about Tech Nine last episode, and we talked about how everything he kind of does sounds different. I kind of wish Immortal Technique had done that. I actually kind of disagreed
with that because he sounds similar on a lot of shit.
Yeah, but at least he changes it up. It's different.
Yeah, but to like one of 3 different type of styles.
There's like maybe 5 or 6 he has.
No, there's fucking
Yes, there is.
No, there's
yes,
not.
There is. Yes,
Fine.
There is.
You know what? I'll argue with you about that. But tell me the definition of socialism.
I'm just saying, Immortal Technique is the same shit, and Tech Nine at least changes it up.
No.
At least Kendrick Lamar changes it up sometimes.
Tech Nine does
Eminem
not
changes it up sometimes. It's not the same. Rapping in the streets with an 8.
He changes it up too.
Not barely though.
Barely, my ass. He's with R.A. the Rugged Man next. He's done shit with Mos Def and all kind. Yeah,
we can talk about
he
next.
Changed it up.
But I'm saying his flow and sound constantly remains the same.
It does. No, not all the time.
Does.
Actually, it does.
Every song I've heard, you could play me any
you
Immortal
actually
Technique
listen,
song, and it sounds like the other song next to it. It's the same. It sounds the same. I'm telling you. To me, it does.
He's very underlining with his like poetic kind of delivery. That's what it is. Is you're wanting like this different shit, but you can't take what's good.
No.
And you want to just keep adding on it and kill the vibe. Like
I'm telling you, I like Immortal Technique, but I can't listen.
This is why you wear button-ups with flamingos on them.
I can't listen to someone yelling about the government and how the world sucks 24/7.
I'm not saying
after
you have
a little
to.
bit, it just gets annoying. When I get mad and I'm upset, that's when I listen to Immortal Technique because it puts me in that mood of like, nah, fuck that. I can pick this up and do it better than I did before. Like it gives me that motivation. But I can't listen to someone being so negative and fucking angry all the time. That's my only point. I'm not saying he's a bad rapper. He's a great rapper. He's one of the
I'm not saying
rappers.
that you have to listen to him 24/7 either. If you did, I'd be worried because he's very angry.
And that's why I was going to mention to you, I don't know if this is necessarily a segment, but something I want to do on this podcast near the end of it is I would like to nominate these artists maybe to be in our Vinyl Hall of Fame. So these are artists I think that we should put in like the Holy Grail. Like it's our Mount Rushmore for this podcast.
So only 4 people?
Yeah. No. I mean, it'll be ever growing. Like I don't think we're gonna put every single artist on that, right? Yeah, it's 4.
It was 4. Okay.
I don't think we're gonna put everyone, but I think on one of those spots for sure. We can have maybe 10 or 11. It doesn't matter how many we have, but I think the first person should be Immortal Technique. On the Hall of Fame of our favorite rappers. That's probably what it's going to end up being.
Yeah, I can't disagree. He's up there for me. He is one of my favorites.
Tech Nine I love, but I can't say that he's in that, like, he's close. Very close. But
he is nowhere on my list of favorites, in my honest opinion. I like him,
okay,
but
how about this? What if the list is stuff we have to agree on? They're artists that we both...
We're going to be here all fucking night because I disagree with you all the time.
It's just per episode, dumbass.
Don't fucking call me a dumbass.
I don't call you dumbass.
Do you want to feel my foot up your ass?
I do.
That was not the answer I was hoping for.
But no, I don't know. I think that's the episode. As always, my name is Troy Everett Loxton. I'm gonna go lube up my ass so that he can put his foot inside. You can catch me on Twitter and Instagram at Troy Loxton.
He cries about other children movies.
Great callback.
Ladies, if you listen to this.
Motherfucker, ladies, if you're listening to this, I'm
man.
sensitive. Come watch Disney movies with me.
And you'll need
and
to
eat
bring
nachos.
a box of tissues because he is lonely and very sad.
Motherfucker. I had
Cries
to
at Toy Story.
I lost a whole many. I've lost so many toys growing up, man. You have no idea.
They're pieces of fucking plastic.
I'm just kidding. I don't get. The only thing I've really lost is I had a fucking Dialga.
You cried when you lost your Woody. Admit it.
No, I never had. The only thing I've
Really?
lost.
You didn't
Seriously,
get that
no, I
at
never
all?
did. I had a DS that had
No.
Delgia on it. It was a Pokemon exclusive DS. I fucking left it at the Dairy Queen over by IKEA. You know what I'm talking about?
Address two things. That's hilarious. And the second thing, what I said was hilarious, but you didn't even realize what I said.
I did not. Don't repeat it. That will be a little thing that we can end it on.
When he goes back to edit this, that was a dick joke I just did.
Oh, did it?
Perfectly timed. And
Oh,
did not say shit
good.
to it,
Well,
'cause he's a jackass.
unlike my dick, this episode is running short. So,
Unlike your dick, this episode's running quite long.
with that being said, I'm gonna go grab the lube.